Welcome back to the Life and Times of. My name is Jared Wellers. This is the Life and Times of Jake Locker. This one was suggested to me by my friend JD, so here we go. Jake Locker grew up in Ferndale, Washington, and led his 2005 Ferndale High School team to a 14-0 record with a state title, throwing for 1,603 yards and 25 touchdowns with 3 interceptions. Locker also displayed a great mobile style, rushing 1,339 yards and 24 touchdowns his senior year. Locker earned first-team All-American honors from Parade Magazine. Jake Locker was drafted in the 2006 Major League Baseball draft by the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in the 40th round, pick 1,212. But he decided not to sign and attended the University of Washington to play football. On July 31st, 2005, Locker committed to the University of Washington Huskies football team. Husky fans quickly dubbed him Montlake Jake and was expected to be the savior of the recently struggling program. This will be recurring. During his freshman season, he redshirted, traveled, and suited up, but did not see any playtime. Jake Locker debuted this season, beating Syracuse in the first game, winning 42-12. Week 2 had an attendance of over 70,000 people against Boise State, winning 24-10, starting 2-0. The Huskies ended the season 4-9. Locker threw over 2,000 yards and rushed for 986. On November 10, 2007, Locker was injured at Oregon State. During the summer of 2008, Locker played for the Bellingham Bells of the West Coast Collegiate Baseball League, where he was named by Baseball America as the league's top prospect. On the 4th day of summer football practice, Locker partially tore his hamstring and resumed full practice August 18th. The Huskies began the season at Oregon and lost 10-44. The Huskies went on an 0-12 run in 2008. Locker only threw 512 yards that season. The 2009 season began with a loss to LSU, but they rebounded in Week 2 to beat Idaho and USC in Week 3. Week 8 was a rivalry game versus Oregon. The Huskies lost 19-43 and ended the season 5-7. Locker decided to rejoin the Huskies as a fifth-year senior. If he would have joined the 2010 draft, Locker would have been a top 5 pick. Week 6 was the Oregon State game. This time it was in Seattle, and it went into 2 overtimes with the Huskies winning by 1 point. They ended 6-6, allowing them to get to a bowl game. On December 30th, Washington played number 17 Nebraska in San Diego in the Holiday Bowl. The Huskies won 19-7. Before and after the 2010 NFL Draft, Mel Kiper Jr. said Jake Locker would have been the number 1 overall pick. Good job, Mel. Locker was selected 8th overall by the Tennessee Titans, signing a 4-year contract worth a reported $12 million. Jake Locker, while being drafted super high, had to take a backseat to former Seattle Seahawks quarterback Matt Hasselbeck until Week 11 when Hasselbeck got hurt and Locker was inserted. Finishing the game and playing 5 games this year as a relief player, Locker ended this 2011 season with 66 attempts and 34 completions, throwing for 542 yards and rushing for 56 yards off 8 attempts. They finished 9-7 and did not qualify for the postseason. Jake Locker, while being drafted super high, had to take a backseat to former Seattle Seahawks quarterback Matt Hasselbeck until Week 11 when Hasselbeck got hurt and Locker was inserted. Finishing the game and playing 5 games this year as a relief player, Locker ended this 2011 season with 66 attempts and 34 completions, throwing for 542 yards and rushing for 56 yards off 8 attempts. They finished 9-7 and did not qualify for the postseason. Locker won the starting job from Hasselbeck during preseason. Locker and the Titans started the 2012 season 0-2. Week 3, the Detroit Lions traveled to LP Field. The Titans won 44-41 in OT, becoming 1-2. Then they faced the Texans Week 4, losing to Houston 14-38. They hosted the Colts Week 8 and lost to them in OT 13-19. They split the next two games, losing against the Bears and beating the Miami Dolphins going into their bye week. The next three games were second division games and the first against the Jaguars, losing to Jacksonville for the first time, Houston and Indy for the second time. The Titans ended the season at home against the Jags and won. Tennessee ended 6-10 and lost on the postseason again. The Titans brought in Ryan Fitzmagic to back up Locker. Locker started the season winning in Heinz Field to start the season 1-0, losing in Week 2 to Houston. Then they went on a 2-game win streak, ending their first 7 weeks with 3 losses. After the bye week, they won the game against the then St. Louis Rams, getting back to 500, losing the next 2 home games to the Jags and Colts. They beat the then Oakland Raiders in the O.Co Coliseum. The Titans lost to the Colts in Lucas Oil Stadium and Denver at Mile High and Arizona at home. The last 2 games were wins, getting back to a winning season, and even with a 7-9 record, they did not qualify for the postseason once again. The Titans declined Locker's fifth-year option, so this was the make-or-break season. Locker played till Week 3, missing Week 4, and returning in Week 5. Locker was benched before Week 8, returning Week 15, but he left the game with a shoulder injury, effectively ending his season. Jake Locker announced his retirement from the National Football League on March 10, 2015, citing he lost passion for the sport. Jake had great potential. I think the issue was the team. He could have got a better chance to have a longer career with probably any team that isn't the Tennessee Titans. But tell me what you think below. Like the video. Tell me what you think I should add to the list. Check out the website. Link in the description below. And now, a word from our sponsor. Hello everyone. This is the first and probably last time you're seeing me in this video. I have something special for you. I'm looking for a new phone case. Why not check out Digital Fortress? They have cases for the new iPhone, the newest Samsung phones, and they're made in the U.S. They're durable and fashionable. Links in the description. Thank you, everybody. Please go check that out. This is my second ad that I have, and that would really help me out doing this full time. So if you would check that out, please hit the links up. There's the link to the actual store, digitalfortress.com, and the Amazon store. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.